Another week, another round of media bias, but really, what do you guys want to talk about this week? Because your feelings are important to me. You know Sammy! My name's Steven Kruiser. This is Kruiser Control, and I was just kidding. We're going to start now and talk about what I want to. It still sounds like runway model music to me. Yeah. I'm a little excited today. I didn't rinse off well after my shower, and the body wash is a little tingly. Tingly, but not that kind of tingle. We kick off another week of our regularly scheduled media love fest with a defense of Pocahontas by an inhabitant of the Circle of Dumb. Enjoy.
I see indigenous people. Democratic candidate Elizabeth Warren's heritage has been scrutinized for months. At issue is whether or not she's of Native American descent. I mean, is that what an American Indian is supposed to look like? Careful, because the answer is that there is no answer. If candidate Warren grew up thinking that she is Native American by heritage, who are we to say that she is not? And why would we try to define her based on narrow constructs of race?
Here's why. You know what just happened there, Sammy? That right there is that is the everybody gets a trophy mentality gone awry, gone complete, run amok, if you will, okay? That's if she grew up believing that she did it. No, just because someone tells you something, someone tells you you're special, someone tells you you're a Native American, someone tells you you're pretty, doesn't make it true, okay? You don't just get to go through life, well, my mommy said. Do you know what a nightmare this world would be if everybody went through with what their mommy said? Half the people would be killing themselves, and the other half would be going at war because they thought they owned everything, okay? That's what if you did what mommy said. I know which half I'd be in. I know which half. Since we teased you with a little of our favorite Brit nitwit to ridicule last week, here's the real thing, boys and girls. Welcome to the return of Martin Bashir.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's such fun music. How can you not be happy? Hey, we're swinging. Sinatra's corpse is in back. Even his guests are noticing that Marty McMorrin is pretty much just belching up random words now. Pay attention to Anna Marie Cox's facial reaction to this idiotic question.
Let's get right to our panel. We're joined now by Anna Marie Cox of The Guardian and MSNBC contributor Jonathan Capehart of The Washington Post. Anna Marie, if I might start with you, Mrs. Romney has expressed concerns about her husband's mental well-being. But do you get the feeling that perhaps there's more to this than she's saying?
And here was Jonathan Capehart's predictable reply.
Exotic. Foreign, Indonesia, Hawaii.
Told you guys we'd get that back in. The fans were asking, and it's been like 4 weeks now, and I promised we'd get it in somehow. And thankfully, Marty did. Did you see Anna Marie Cox's face there? He asked a question so stupid that she went, did he really just say that? Did he? Because he's reacting to something that that Ann Romney said. She said, you know, if my husband gets elected, I'm most worried about his mental well-being. You know, it's a stressful job. It's basically what she was saying. Marty goes right to, do you think he's secretly crazy? Do you think he has something? I bet you Mitt Romney is back there biting the heads of children, isn't he? That's what he's doing. He's crazy. Ann Romney just said as much. She said she's worried about his mental well-being. He just killed someone. He does eye cancer with people. He gives them the eye. I would say that Marty's crazy, but he's not. You know what he is, Sammy? What? Really, really stupid. Yeah. Let us now enjoy some meltdown-y meltdown goodness. Yes, my friends, it's tingle time. Yeah. Our boy Tingles was so distraught after the debate that even his hair was screaming.
There's a hot debate going on in this country. You know where it's being held? Here, on this network, is where we're having the debate. We have our knives out. We go after the people and the facts. What was he doing tonight? He went in there disarmed. He was like, oh, wait, an hour and a half, I think I can get through this thing. And I don't even look at this guy. Where's Romney? I love the split screen. Staring at Obama, addressing him like the prey. He did it just right. I'm coming at an incumbent. I got to beat him. You got to beat the champ. And I'm going to beat him tonight. And I don't care what this guy moderator, whatever he thinks he is, because I'm going to ignore him. What was Romney doing? He was winning.
Chris's hair was doing that the whole time. Dude, he was apoplectic. Oh, you know the hotel maid went in this morning and found him curled up in a fetal position on his bathroom floor. He was just losing it. He was winning. He went all Charlie Sheen on us. Winning, right there. Shark's blood or whatever. Where was Obama? Where was it? The best part of that, watch that whole meltdown, Sammy, is he's talking about what the president needs to do is watch MSNBC more. That's the whole problem. You nailed it, Chrissy. You nailed it. That's what's wrong with the country. The president isn't getting him enough Ed Schultz. Lunatic. Absolute lunatic. Winning! Taking a breath. Let's all go to our happy places, shall we? It's time for the extended take. Feels like it calls for some interpretive upper body dance. Please enjoy this brief offering from the Obama campaign's lyingest lying liar, Stephanie Cutter.
I mean, you can't blame the last 4 years on George W. Bush, can you?
We're absolutely not doing that. In fact, we're taking credit for the 5.1 million private sector jobs that have been created over the past 4 years, despite being handed the worst economy since the Great Depression.
What Stephanie Cutter lacks in veracity, she makes up for with her ability for blatant self-contradiction. It took her almost 9 whole seconds there to go from vehemently denying that they are blaming George W. Bush for everything to, you guessed it, blaming George W. Bush for everything. To the casual observer, it might seem that Ms. Cutter wholeheartedly believes her out-of-control spinning. Go back and look again, however. As she begins to answer the question, it looks as if her eyelids are furiously blinking, yeah, I know, this is all a bunch of crap, in Morse code. That, or we've just discovered another side effect of Kool-Aid addiction. Only you can help us find a cure. Tweets of the week! Twitter.com/Steven Kruiser. You follow me, I'll follow you. PJTV exclusive, upload an avatar, I don't talk to eggs. By the way, if you come by my house and ask nicely, I'll get you some followers. Yeah. Speak from your diaphragm, Stephen. You too, Sammy, it helps. Tweet number 1.
Hey, does this suit make me look fat?
No. Your face does.
Good times, good times. I know who those people were. I don't know which movie that was. It was the one where Farley plays the goofy guy.
That narrows it.
This is from an old fan of the show. Not old, a long time. Where do I send my audition tape for the Kruiser Control Dance Squad? Because remember, I may have been when you were on last week, Sammy. I said what I wanted was a full orchestra and dancers behind me. We're going to get that. And now we have people volunteering, okay? Pay attention, brass. Dancers. Kruiser Control dancers. Get on it.
Send the tapes to Travis.
Send the tapes to Travis. And no, I want to do the auditions, too. It's about time I get an intern or a dancer. I've worked hard. Tweet number 2.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
What was that?
I don't know.
That's what I love about Sammy. He doesn't know any movies he doesn't know movies any better than I do. Tweet number 2. Does it seem even conservatives are jumping on the distraction bandwagon with all these old Obama videos? Serious question, serious answer. I did chastise some for that the other day because there are other things we should be talking about. Now, the video that surfaced this week was a great indictment of how irresponsible the mainstream media was in 2007 and 2008. However, that's a long-term project for us. Focus on it that way, Sammy. It's a long-term project for us. There are things we need to talk about right now, like Libya, okay? Tweet number 3.
You got what you want. Give these people air.
Give this people air. I've never tried to even do an Obama voice. I'm Obama Schwarzenegger. Why did I say Obama right there? They don't even look alike or anything. And Obama, for all the things I fault him for, I'm pretty sure he's been faithful to his wife. Tweet number 3. Do you want to move to Australia with me if Obama is reelected? Well, I think hold that thought, because I might want to move to Australia anyway. I've always wanted to go to Australia, at least in the winter months here, so I can have summer there. I hate the fall, Sammy. I hate the winter. God invented football just so I wouldn't kill people during the fall, by the way. He told me. And I would love to go to Australia for half the year, but maybe the whole year. And if he wins, we're on it, babe, okay? And that's another good example of why my job is better than yours. Don't forget the website, StephenKruiser.com. Find out where I'm going to be, although I'm going to be here for just a little bit. I might start putting the radio and TV appearances up there, too, by the way. And the bonus clips will be there. And also stuff at the PJ Tatler. They keep putting lifestyle in the prompter, but not so much. I told you, I don't have a life. I don't do stuff with lifestyle. Tatler only, okay? And of course, as always, when you comment, little thing this week, Sammy. Sammy's on me. Exec producer Chad's on me. Directors, everybody's on me this week because I'm not asking for papers from the comment winners. Now, we want to encourage everyone to comment. However, we cannot ship stuff overseas right now. There's custom stuff. Here's the deal. Terrorists and illegal immigrants and everybody can come through the borders, but God forbid you tried to send a wipe to Canada. Then there's customs, there's checking, there's full body pat with the wipe and everything else, and then you can't even send a wipe to Canada because you know that's what we're stealing their hockey teams with. But if you live in this country and you comment, you get a wipe, which you can then use to steal a hockey team with. This week's comment winner says, Stephen, I'm fairly certain that God gave humans hair only so that he could one day look at yours. Not to mention sweat on our brows so that you would one day invent the perfect way to wipe it away. Don't even get me started on pants. One of the greatest comments ever right there, because it started with the prerequisite butt kissing, which we have established works. It worked wipe in very cleverly, and no pants philosophy right there. We may have to quit the comments after that. You know what? I don't care if you live on the North Pole. We're going to wipe to you for that one. And from now on, we're going to check. But I'm checking for papers, people. I'm the SB 1070 of stuff. It is once again time for our weekly peek into that intellectual desert where media hack brain cells go to die. For your mocking pleasure, it's the Circle of Dumb. These are so much better if you can see the pelvic thrusts. Sammy's a little disturbed right now. He's going, I'm just going to stay over here. We have another repeat offender this week. Because material is always needed here on Kruiser Control, we don't enforce a 3 strikes rule. Without further ado, your winner is... I tried. Rachel, I really do entertain the heck out of my smug little self, Maddow. The pugnacious little pixie of the White People Are Us network took some liberties while interpreting a quote from Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Or she just made stuff up. You tell me.
He said, quote, I'm pretty confident the American people are not going to go back to 2009 and 2010 and let the other side have total control of the government. Total control of the government? Think about that for a second. Mitch McConnell there is talking about Democrats controlling the Senate and Democrats controlling the White House and Democrats controlling the House. I mean, few people other than Nancy Pelosi and other House Democrats are talking about the Democrats conceivably taking control of the House. But Mitch McConnell seems to think that's a possibility.
You know, Sammy, I used to say she was one of the smarter ones over there. Taking that back. And I think you see what happens when you get too close to Chris Matthews' breath after he just drank his lunch, okay? Right there. I'm pretty confident that it's not going to happen. She then turns into, you know, Mitch McConnell's kind of saying it's going to happen. We need to get them some thesauri and dictionaries over there. Because I like saying Latin plural things, just to lord it over people. It's like, oh, he's a Catholic. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Sometimes things happen when I'm distracted by chocolate pudding or a Kardashian sister, while in the middle of a no-pants astral projection. We call those things the last piece of my mind. I know every week it's sometimes a happy thing, sometimes a little finger-wagging thing. We're going to try to make it a little bit of both, okay? The first debate happened last night. Went much better than most of us expected. Okay, enjoy it. Enjoy it today. Maybe enjoy it tomorrow. Take it through the weekend a little bit if you have to, but remember, one debate does not make an election, okay? Still needs to be won. You still need to donate. You still need to get out and work. There's something on the Romney website where you can go start phone banking, but you can target it by swing state and zip codes. There's a lot of work to be done. Don't get too cocky just because one went well. Well, remember, the mainstream media will double down on the future debates, and the hosts will be more partisan and hacky, okay? Focus, stay with me, but enjoy your weekend. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.